Hello everyone, the Piñata event is back and we all want to look like a pro by sitting in the top rank between our friends. So let's show you an easy way to do it by getting 100 of these Piñata sticks or more in a single game. So we recently had some changes in our June update, and one of them was the loot surge. We were now going to see Piñata sticks pop up in one of the surges. But still, this isn't the one we're going to be mainly getting 100 in. The big one we now have is Piñata Party. So the big changes were, we're now going to see that Piñatas will drop the Piñata sticks, and now instead of the gem mine in the center, we'll have big giant Piñatas. So the first thing we want to try to do is get to the center and start building up our army to destroy that big Piñata. I usually like to at least make sure I have 5 members in my squad, whether that's 1 fused one and 2 regular mini ones, or just 5 in general. And ideally, I'm going to be hugging this Piñata a lot, so I like to go things like the Barb King, the Barbarian, even the Hog Rider too, because speedsters are going to be the next big step in this. Don't get me wrong, any DPS style hero like Colt, Shelly, even Max, we really want to just make sure we're able to drop this thing as fast as possible and really just try to keep our enemies away. With 5 heroes, you'll find this thing doesn't really take that long, but keep an eye on the enemy heroes that are coming in and trying to pressure you. This is a great time to go and find a shrink spell and just toss this in the general area right before this thing explodes. You can see here most of these Piñata sticks are going to land in kind of the icy area, so it's a good coverage for the shrink to hit if needed, but still, bomb, lightning, really any type of spell to pop it right before this thing goes and explodes is a nice way to go. And because when this thing pops, everybody's going to want to try to run in, this is where those speedsters are going to come in handy. And when we are attacking the Piñata itself, we do not want to hold down that boost button to give the extra attack speed when attacking it. We want to make sure that when this thing pops, we're able to go run around quickly with our boost and pick up as many of these things as we can. Given that we're spending a lot of time in the center, another great hero that I like is Jesse, and the fact that every chest we go and grab is going to pop that turret right up next to it. This is kind of a nice deterrent to keep enemies away and also clean up some of the mobs that are just kind of hanging up and popping up in the area. In this run, tank was available for me, so when I did see her, I would grab her. This was not only a good way to drop this Piñata faster, but also to make sure I was keeping pressure on other squads that are kind of working their way in. Because we are so focused on these giant Piñatas, if somebody does come in and you think you can crush them, try your hardest not to chase them off the bridge and get into that outer area. Beat them up a little bit, let them run away. They're not going to come back in knowing the situation they just faced. Another thing you really want to keep your eye open for is when these Piñatas explode, there is a chance that they will throw out a key for the chest, so make sure you can be the first one to grab on that. Having the extra heroes is going to be a huge gain for you for making sure that you can keep that pressure in the middle. As I said, speedsters are a huge one in this, so Hog Rider and Max are a great way to go. If you are grabbing chickens, don't go crazy on it. Maybe just get 1 to fuse, but it's so tempting that when you start seeing them pop up, you want the boots to get overwhelmed with it. We really need to focus more on the DPS side. So for just starting off today, we're already at 421. I might leave this last spot open and just kind of wait till the last day. I know I'm going to get to 1500 on this, so put your player ID down in there below, and by the end, if anybody's really struggling, we'll send an invite and get them all 5 of these Piñatas for free. If you guys had the chance to use the Sunburn Barbarian and want to know exactly all the gains you get when he goes into elite mode, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.